the sky, yeah. You can't bring me down. You can't bring me down. No, you can't bring me down. I turn up, you can't turn me down.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my testimony and with what you need to know when people have seizures. First, I'm going to tell you what to know when people have seizures. I have to use my iPod because I'd rather use this than have to look down on paper versus having this right here. Alright. Y'all wouldn't believe I already recorded this video. I already did it. Okay, anyway. So. Alright, first things first. We all know the call. No. Well, on here, the first thing it says to do is stay calm. It says stay calm. Y'all should know that by now. Everybody should know. You have to stay calm. You have to know to stay calm because of the fact that when you're not calm, you can't think rationally. When you can't think rationally, you can't get the job done. So you have to stay calm and do what you gotta do. Second, you call. I was gonna try to use my fingers, but dang, can't do 9 on one finger, and I got the iPod in my hands. I'm not time for that. So, second, you have to call 911. Now, listen. It says call 911 if the person is having their first seizure or pregnant. So, basically, for the people that sees a person having a seizure, like, let's say you're out in public and you see somebody have a seizure. You call 911. And then what you need to do, listen people. Listen right now. If you're an epileptic person, if you're any type of person that could pass out in public or anything, you need to go into your phone. You should have an ICE. That way, even if your phone is locked, if somebody find you passed out, they could go to your ICE and call your emergency, in case of emergency contact. That's what I try to do. That's what I had. I don't know if that's still on my phone. But, listen. You call 911, and then you call that person ICE. That way, the people, that person, mom, dad, brother, wife, husband, can know that this person had a seizure, and they're probably on the way to the hospital, or they said they're okay, you need to come and get them, take to the hospital. Either one. That's what you need to do. Like I said, have an ICE. Alright. Number 3. You try to time the seizure. It says that a seizure lasts 60 to 120 seconds. So if that seizure go past 120 seconds, so that's really 2 minutes. Yeah, that's 2 minutes. So if that seizure go past that amount of time, then you need to call 911. It shouldn't last no longer. But of course, if you're somebody that lives with the person and you know how the seizure lasts, then do the regular routine. This is for people that don't know what to do when other people have seizures. Alright, so if the person is standing, prevent them from falling. So what they want you to do is when a person is having a seizure and they're standing up, they want you to hug them. Hug them. I don't say hug them tight, but hold them. That way they won't fall. Number 5. Move away from furniture and objects, especially shop objects. That way they won't fall and hurt themselves just in case they do fall. And it also says that if they're standing up, to lay them down gently. I don't know. But the next one, which is number 7, do not put anything, including your fingers, into the person's mouth while I don't know why they just say she instead of he or she. So I'm going to just say she. While she is seizing. You could chip the person's tooth, or your finger can be bitten off. Well, not bitten off, but bitten. So I missed one, well, actually I told y'all, roll them over to the, nope, I didn't tell y'all that. Number 6 was roll them over to the side and let the saliva and throw up just fall at their mouth. And then that's what number 7 say, don't put nothing in their mouth so everything can just roll out of it. And you don't want your finger getting bitten off. So remember that. And it says, do not try to hold a person down because of the fact you can dislocate their shoulder or anything else. So, if you're laying down, you're having a seizure, your body is jerking, and so you holding one side down and the other part jerks up, then you could dislocate their shoulder. Alright, now, what to do after the person has a seizure? Check the person for injuries. Make sure they don't have no bruises on them. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they didn't hit their head. Nothing like that. Number 2. If you cannot turn a person onto her side during a seizure, turn a person onto the side after a seizure. Just so you get all that saliva and that throw up out. That way it won't clog their throat and they won't just, Alright. If the person is having trouble breathing, use your fingers to gently clear her mouth of any saliva or vomit. So yes, take your finger and scrape all that out of their mouth. Just let it go onto the floor. Okay. If that doesn't work, call emergency for help. And it says to loosen, tying clothes around the person's neck or waist. Of course, they have to have room to breathe. And if you got some pants that's tight on the waist, you definitely can't breathe. Whew, I know that's trouble. Y'all like this shirt? Like this shirt? That's good in the light. Okay. 5. Provide a safe area where the person can rest. So you can go lay them out on the couch. If they're in the living room, go lay them out on the bed. Just make sure they're clear of any sharp objects. Hold on. Alright, guys. I'm back. Alright. And do I get the person? Okay. Do not give the person anything to drink or eat until that person is conscious and aware of their surroundings. And number 7. The last thing to do after the person has their seizure. Stay with the person until she is awake and any confusion wears off. Most people feel sleepy and confused after a seizure. Now, that is true. Now, when I'm having a seizure, I've always had a seizure, like a grandma seizure in my sleep. I never had one when I was awake. I was always asleep. I always woke up out of them and been like, what's going on? Because people would be around me and looking at me in my face and like, you okay? I'm like, yeah. So, you gotta make sure they're okay. And what you also do is call their name, because I think my mom, she would call my name when I'm having a seizure just to pull me through until it was over. Make sure I hear, because this video is starting to lag. Alright, so she would pull me through. But listen, I am 24 years old. I have seizures. I have epilepsy. My last seizure was in 2014, 2013. No. It was 2015. 2015. I was on spring break with my family. We go to Florida every spring break. I love Florida. And I had a seizure because I had skipped my medicine. I don't know if it was that, if it was all those days or it was just those few nights. But I know the one seizure, the one medicine that I really need, that was the most important. It was out of my system for at least 3 days, so that's what made me have the seizure. They said what also happened for me to get epilepsy was that I'm not really sure if I was born epilepsy or if I got it through the brain damage. I'm not sure, but I have brain damage. And I got brain damage from loss of oxygen to my brain. And listen, this is why I tell you to call 911 first. This is why I advise you to call 911 first, especially for kids. Listen. Now, I'm pretty sure the kids, especially if they're young, they're going to call 911 right away. But you do that right away. And then if you can, call that person's guardian or whoever else, husband, wife, mama, daddy, something like that, brother. Call them after, because of the fact that if that person would have called 911 right away, I'd probably been more okay in the brain than what I am now. Because I was getting that brain damage either way it goes. But it just lasted a little bit longer because the person called my mother before they called 911. So, anyways, the doctors say when you look at my EEG, which is my brain, and you look at me as a person, you're looking at two different people. So I'm really blessed to be here. I was supposed to be in a wheelchair, not speaking, not talking, not nothing. And I just made it through, and I tried to just face challenges that just come my way. It's just my personality also. I don't know, I tried to just say like, maybe if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be this way. I feel like my epilepsy has to do with a lot of my personality. My brain damage has to affect my personality, which made me more shy and more content, keep to myself. Because, I don't know, it's like I can be outgoing, but everybody, they have their own comfort zone. To where it's like when you know somebody, then you get more comfortable yourself with them. So I try not to blame everything on my medical problems. I mean, it's a good thing to blame, but I'm just saying, you can't do that. I try not to even, sometimes I won't even probably tell a person I have medical problems because of the fact it's like, should I really? Do I really need to? I don't know. It's only time I let a person know about my medical condition is when it comes to like me trying to do stuff out the normal that I'm not supposed to be doing. Like, everybody know that, well, some people know lights trigger seizures. So the police lights, try to look at those. Some people are triggered by television, looking at the flashing light. Really, flashing lights really trigger seizures, strobe lights and everything. So you really not supposed to go into a rave party, like the police cars and stuff like that. Now, me, since I've been taking the medication I haven't had a seizure triggered by strobe lights. I don't think I ever had a seizure triggered by lights, period. Like I said, I just had a seizure when I was asleep. There are so many different types of seizures. And another form of seizure I recall me having is a seizure where I would stand up and I would lose track of time. And I couldn't move. All I could do was talk to the person and say, hey, I'm about to have a seizure. I need you to come here. Let me hold on to you just so I won't fall. Because I would feel like I'm going to fall. I would lose balance. So it will last for about like a minute or two. Then I'll be okay. So when that just kept going on, we went to the doctor and got that changed up. Also, one thing. As an epileptic person, you can't really fly. You can't go in the air. You can fly, but you have to get the medicine from the doctor that when you go up in the air, you won't have a seizure. Now, it will cause drowsiness. I had to go to California for a funeral back in 2012. And I could remember that day. I was so sleepy. I was so sleepy. But I was okay. I was so sleepy. My mom, it was, I can't remember. I was younger. When I had flu after that incident, I think. I don't remember. But I was younger. And we didn't know, she didn't know about the medication for me to get on the plane. She was just like, oh, you was just seizing so much. That's another problem with the brain damage and epilepsy. I don't know which causes which, but I know the brain damage, it causes nerve damage. It causes problem with my speech. So I speak too fast, or I speak too slow, or I stumble over my words. Yes, people stutter and everything else. Some people just talk too fast, but I have a lot of things going on in me, so that is some of my problems that I try to work through. That's why I feel like YouTube is actually kind of a big outlet for me, something for me to change and grow with. I feel like I'm going to try to, which is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to work on my speech. I've been trying to speak more clearly and more slowly so people can understand me. And you know how people stutter. Sometimes they just get too excited, and that's why they stutter their words. That's how I kind of get. That's why if you don't see a lot of energy, it's because of the fact I get too excited, I might stumble my words. But I try to put as much energy as I can, because I don't want to like a burned person, because I'm really not. You meet me in person, I'm just as lifeless can be. Alright guys, like I said, you can go on Facebook, type in Epilepsy Awareness, Epilepsy Foundation, go become a member, go to comments and read everything, and just take your medication. If you are having seizures, I hope you find a good doctor, a good neurology doctor. And alright guys, that is it for this video. And you know, if you want to give a testimony, comment down below and just let me know what your testimony is. Let me know what you've been through. Let me know the seizures you had and just what your life is like right now. Are you well taken care of? You still have your seizures? What's going on? And also I want to say that if you're a person that's concerned about having kids, as an epileptic person, don't be too scared. Because, not saying I have kids, but don't be too scared. Because as long as you're under the doctor's care and you're doing what you need to do to have that child, you can have as many as you want. I done seen a picture of a lady. She said she had 3 kids. And she is an epileptic person. So, guys, you're not alone. I'm here. And we can get through this. We will. But, alright, like I said, I'm out of here. Like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Oh, also, let me know if you ever came in contact with a person that had epilepsy and they had a seizure. What did you do?